Still Mills, what's the deal, man? Bro, Pete fucking gang, bro. Danny Jacobs, my nigga. Nah, homie. Your last two albums at 168 wasn't the best. This is equivalent to what Danny Garcia is trying to do with moving up to 154. Because he couldn't, he can't too much handle welterweight. Joe Smith is not no dude you want an introduction to into the division. That's not a dude you want to fight as an introduction. I'm not even. Why would you? 175, bro? Like. You beat Gabe Rosado, cool. Everybody was expecting you to just completely dominate Gabe Rosado, and that was actually a good fight. I'm not mad at that. You was off for a minute. It is what it is. I won't fault you for that. But the fight before that with Chavez Jr., he was giving you problems, especially early on in the fight. He was hitting you clean. And Chavez Jr. is about the size of a light heavyweight. The difference is his work ethic just will not allow him to ascend to the next, Here you are. It's not a good move, man. At least not right now, bro. If you're gonna move, it's not that you don't have the build for it or the skill set for it or nothing like that, man. But I think before you move up, and not just with you, but with a lot of people you did, before you move up, I just think it's logical for you to polish your skill set down in the lower division. You got all the work you needed to get in at 160. You fought everybody at 60. And you still talking about, you'll still run that with Charlo. So I think that's dope. That's dope right there. You run that shit with Charlo still. Cool, that's what's up. Even though you fought everybody else. But, you did all you needed to do at 160. And then you moved up to 68. Now, we haven't seen, it's been, bumps in the road to really hinder you from really shining at 168. With this pandemic and everything, man. You only fought once last year. Before that, it was Chavez Jr. And that just wasn't the best outing. You started to, find your range and land on him clean later on, like, as the fight progressed. And, he's not a dude that just has the wherewithal to continue if he's getting dominated. Or in a position of where eventually he can start getting dominated. So he just tapped out of the fight. He looked for the first escape route and took it. Nonetheless, I don't think that wasn't the performance needed. That wasn't the competition needed to move up. To prove that, man, I think I can handle 168. I'm talking, if you're gonna go up to 168, you at least got to fight David Benavidez or something of that ilk. Because that's pretty much what you're going to get when you're standing in front of Joe Smith. That's what you are going to get in front of Joe Smith. I think I don't think you should move up, man. At least not yet. I know you got to be 33, 34 years old. So, I don't want to say at the back end of your career. I don't want to do that. So I think you still got some really good years left in you. But before you move up, I'm really opposed to people moving up prematurely. You dig? This sport is unforgiving, man. And if you're gonna do something like move up to a higher division, I just want to make sure you are 150% polished and ready for the next level of competition that's coming your way. You dig what I'm saying? I need you to feel the power of the big dogs in the division that you're at now. Feel the power, and you know, with the combination of the power and skill set to land the power of the people in the division that you're in now before you move up to another division. Because you're about the same height as a lot of the people up there at 75. It's not like, you know, naturally you're outmatched up there as far as genetics go. You got good height, 6 foot 6'1". I think you could fill out well at 175, but it's just how well will you do up there? You know, people just talk about, oh, move up, move up, move up, move up, move up, and then you end up looking like Lil Santa Cruz. Lil Santa Cruz has good height for the 130-pound division, but he didn't have the skill set to be successful up there with the top dogs. He didn't, and look what happened to him. You have the skill set to do so, but I just think it should be further polished with the top dogs in your division before you move up there. I don't think the answer is always moving up. Just because, you know, you naturally get bigger. I don't think the answer is always moving up. Because you can hurt yourself. You can hit, you know, you'll hurt yourself doing that shit if you do it too much. I would say before you even move up, man, just let's see where we at with Benavidez. Let's see where we at with Benavidez. Yeah, fuck all that. Benavidez. Let's see where we at with the Durrells. Somebody that's really going to push you. Let's see where we at with Uzcategui. Because I know him and Benavidez is about to run that, but he's a dude with good height. He's like 6'3". That'd be a really good test for you. To see if you can handle that shit up there. The height and the size and the power behind the shot. It's easy to say I'm gonna move up. But moving up just isn't always a logical thing to do, man. Just because you outgrown a division. And I don't think you've outgrown 168. I really don't. I think it's still really good competition and good work for you down there, man. But I just, let alone Joe Smith, man. I can't get past that. Joe Smith has been in there with some heavy hitters, man. Later Alvarez, B-Hop, Dimitri Bivol, and he's looking to get in there with motherfucking Artur Beterbiev. He just beat a dude who was just who came down from cruiserweight. Like, man, do you like? I don't think you need to be doing that at this time, man. Until you are 150% polished up there at 68, and you've eradicated some of the competition. Not even all of the competition, but you've been in there with some of the best in that division. You've been in there with some of the best in that division that division has to offer. That can give you the best look at 75. Chavez Jr. and Gabe Rosado ain't that. Now, I think Gabe Rosado was a lot better than people give him credit for. I do. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for. But how do you think Gabe Rosado would fare if he jumped up to 75? Chavez Jr. at least has a fight at 75. I mean, that was the only fight he got. You know, he quit. But he has a fight up there. I don't want you to do it, dude. I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to overexert yourself. I don't even want you to look in the direction of a Joe Smith. And you have the tools to beat a Joe Smith, man. But what people don't realize, you have all the natural capabilities to beat him and skills to beat him. I think from a skill set standpoint, you're probably better than all of them cats, including Bivol up there at 175. But it's just, can you deal with the pressure? Can you recover from a shot? Do you have the snap to keep them up off you? There's a multitude of things that go into that, that factor into that outside of you just being able to make the weight comfortably. Kell Brook made middleweight comfortably. He made 160 comfortably. I don't recall him saying, "Ah, man, I'm uncomfortable with it." I thought he made that shit pretty. I've never heard him say, "Yo, I'm uncomfortable." He felt really comfortable making 160. Can you do that? I mean, you can do that. You most definitely can do that, but can you fight up there? Can you maintain that level of comfort for a duration of 12 rounds? Is your punch resistance the same up there? Does your power translate up there? Does your cardio and endurance translate up there? Like, can you compete up there at 175 pounds? I think from a skill set standpoint, you could, but man, let's get back in there with the top dogs at 168 first. You did all you needed to do at 160. 168, I bet. You're still work down there for, there's still work to be done down there. Get in there and run that with them. Run that with them down there. And then let's see. But brother, don't overexert yourself, man, just because you feel you ready to move up and nah, man, don't let them talk you into that shit, man. Do not let them talk you into a fight with Joe Smith. Do not let them do that. That's not no nigga you trying to get introduced to as a light heavyweight. That is not who and he's a workhorse in there, man. He comes to fight. He comes to fight, man. I don't think that's a dude you should be trying to go up there and tangle with as an introduction fight, man. Knock off one of them, top 30 dudes and then gradually work your way up. Get acclimated into the division. Don't just hop in there for the sake of hopping in there, man, with no fucking Joe Smith. You crazy? Man, dude. Don't do it, man. I hope you strongly reconsider that, man. I hope you really reconsider that, because that just isn't the move. Not now. Not now. Not now, man. You're acclimated to 168. And due to the fact that you're already an established name, it's not going to be hard for you to get a fight. It's not going to be hard for you to get a fight with whoever you want, pretty much. You can get, it's nothing for you to get a David Benavidez or a Caleb Plant. It's nothing for you to get one of them cats. You can get whoever you want at this point. You can get whoever it is you want at this point. Just because of your resume and you're a talent in the division. So please run that shit with them niggas up there or down there at 68 before you jump up and tangle with them niggas at 175, man. Please do that. I wouldn't even consider you running that with Sergey Kovalev yet. Kovalev is still dangerous. He's still a dangerous man. That is a dangerous fight, man. Like, niggas is really getting it fucked up just because he done got knocked out or whatever. Kovalev is still dangerous. Very dangerous. That man ain't coming to play. Fuck. Oh my God, man. Just please reconsider that, my nigga. For real, for real. Do not go up to no 175 pounds and fight no goddamn Joe Smith Jr., man. That's just not the move. I'm going to keep saying that shit because it needs to be kept being said, because that just is not what's up, man. That's not what's up. That is not what's up. Not no goddamn Joe Smith Jr., man. Not him. No. Where is this place at? So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the move just yet at this moment. I don't think that's the move. Run that shit with them niggas down there in the lower divisions. Work your way up gradually, man. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.